Hey guys, hope you're having a really good day. I just thought I'd make a video on how I cured 26 years of constant urinary tract infections with white vinegar. And this video is for you if you catheterize, if you're male, female, but self-catheterize, because you have to instill it or inject it into your bladder. So I want to make this clear. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a urologist, but let me tell you who I was. So at the age of 20, I broke my neck surfing, ended up in a wheelchair, paralyzed. Because of that, I have to self-catheterize. So I've been self-catheterizing for 26 years, and no matter what technique I did, no matter what I did, how I did it, I always had infections. And I had bladder infections every 6 weeks on average for 26 years. I think the longest I ever went without an infection was 5 months. So every 6 weeks, my urine would start going really cloudy, really smelly, smell fishy. I'd start feeling anxious, cloudy in the mind, and then I'd get a fever, and I'd either end up at intensive care or at my local doctor's, and I'd be on antibiotics. And like I said, this went on for 26 years, every 6 weeks on average, and I was sick of it. So just over a year ago, I was on holiday for 3 months in a country called El Salvador. At that time, most people still called it a third world country. I'm on holiday. The antibiotics that I had with me weren't working. I had a bladder infection. I was feeling sick. I'd heard about acetic acid bladder washouts or vinegar washouts, and honestly, I had nothing to lose. At that point in my life, after 26 years of constantly being sick, not getting any help, always being on antibiotics, feeling extremely ill from antibiotics. They were making me extremely ill, being paranoid. I had no quality of life. I was depressed, honestly suicidal, and I had nothing to lose. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I had nothing to lose, and I was really scared to try the bladder installations or washouts, and that's the key word, washout. There's a big difference. So I'm just telling you, I was extremely scared, but I had nothing to lose. I didn't have a quality of life anymore, and I was constantly scared of dying, being sick. It was horrible. And yeah, some of you might know what I'm talking about. So obviously, you're going to need a catheter. This is one that you can put gel on the end, or you can use a hydrophilic one, but this is the catheter end that I like to use. Obviously, I'm not being sterile right now. You know how to be sterile. This is a 60 ml catheter syringe tip. 5% white vinegar. That's the key, okay? This is my local one from Woolies, Coles, $2.50 for a bottle. This is only 4%, unfortunately. I can't find any 5% in Australia. Ideally, 5% white vinegar. This is 4% from Australia because I can't get anything else. Some sterile, clean water, whether you purchase it, saline, whether you purchase sterile water, whether you boil water at home, put it in a sterile container, obviously let it cool down before you put it in your bladder. Can't believe I have to say this stuff, but you do. Honest to God, I was in El Salvador at the time, third world country, which most people thought it was at the time. I just used purified bottled water because that's all I had access to. So I grabbed a bottle of purified spring water from the local shop, and I'll show you how to do it. And I'm not being sterile right now. You know how to be sterile. This is just for demonstration purposes because I'm not going to go right into it. All right, so the first thing you do is you put a bit of vinegar in your cup. My hands don't work because I'm a quadriplegic, so I have to use my mouth for everything. Draw up 2.5 mils. So to make acetic acid, which is 0.25%, that's how you make, acetic acid is 0.25% white vinegar. So 2.5 mils per every 50 mil. Okay. So I've got 2.5 mils of white vinegar in my syringe. You can even make up 100 mils. Might be easier just to put 5 mils of vinegar. Okay. Then you get your sterile water. Draw it up. 50 mils of sterile water mixed with 2.5 mils of 5%, preferably, well, 5% white vinegar. Then you insert your catheter into your bladder like normal. Drain your bladder. Completely empty your bladder to the last drop. Leave the catheter in. So you left the catheter in your bladder. Insert the catheter syringe. This is going to be hard for me. It's easier when the catheter's in my bladder, but I'll just do it now. Down here. Okay. Catheter syringe. In the catheter. Right, hold it steady. Just gently. Not real slow, but not too fast. Just gently. So it's comfortable. Push it all the way in. Leave it for 30 seconds. That's it. 30 seconds. So let's just say I left it for 30 seconds. You can leave it longer if you want. It's up to you. I just do it for 30 seconds. This is the key. It's going to be hard now because my hands, yeah. Draw out half. Draw out 25, 30 mils. Push it back into your bladder. Draw out another 30, 25, 30 mils. Push it back into your bladder. So by pushing it in, drawing it out, it's going to wash the inside of your bladder. It's going to really wash, like a washing machine. It washes the wall of your bladder. It gets rid of all the debris, mucus, the bugs. It stirs everything up. It stirs up the bugs. Then you draw out 30 mils or 40. You've got 50 mils, remember? Then you take off the catheter tip and let the rest drain out, okay? So that's pretty much it, folks. That's it. I do not recommend, like when you push the whole 50 mils in, try not to draw out the whole 50 mils because what will happen is your bladder will go down to the eyelets and sometimes your bladder wall will get like suck into the eyelets and obviously it doesn't hurt your bladder much. I've done it before, but yeah, it can obviously cause a bit of discomfort in your bladder. All right. So it's not rocket science, folks. It's the washing technique. And that's why I really wanted to make the video because I can explain it all day, but I think showing the plunging in and out, plunging in and out, like it said, it really stirs up the bugs, stirs up the bladder and really cleans the bladder wall. So I've looked up stuff online to find this information. I've got this information from other people with a spinal cord injury. So a few people that I spoke to with a spinal cord injury, they have a Foley catheter, an indwelling catheter, and they do these every single day. So they can either buy the acetic acid or you make it yourself. So it's up to you. So that's that, folks. So if you want to do your own research, go for it. But this is my story. It's helped me. I'm healthy. I'm happy. And it works. All right, guys, have a good one. Any questions, let me know. Okay.